Hello investors and traders, this is Bulldozer Investing. Today is January 15th, 2021. It is 5:56 p.m. US Eastern Time. End of market, end of week Friday. So let's go ahead and analyze quickly what happened today. Let's take a look at VIX. I said expect volatility, of course, and I said expect VIX to get around 23. It even went up, retested the 100% fib, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at, what is this, 4 hours? So let's take a look at the daily first. Okay. Sorry about this. Let's do auto zoom back. Why did I zoom in so much? Okay. So as you can see, we tested the 100 moving day average to the point and then came back and closed the day around 24.36. I was expecting this zone and we went well past above, but I did say expect to even go as high as right here around 28. So inauguration, earnings, it's all a guess game right here. I said the VIX looks bullish, SPY looks bullish, and it just doesn't make sense. I was kind of worried. So what I did do, I had my entire account, as I mentioned, on Palantir. So I made money today, sold everything on 27.77, went back and started a small, very tiny position, only maybe 2-3% of my account on Palantir, back to like under 26. So I kept buying like little under 26. Let's go to SPY though before we go into Palantir. SPY broke downwards towards the flag, got a support at 20 simple moving averages. Some people use EMAs. You can use SMAs, EMAs, doesn't matter. Some people use 21 EMA. I use 20 SMA, doesn't matter. So you can see the resistance is at the what is the simple moving average? 9? Let me double check. Yeah, this is the 9-day moving average. So the 9-day moving average was the resistance. Came back, got a support at the 20, finished it in the middle. Still finished it above this rising wedge that we were drawing. And what did I say yesterday? Wouldn't be surprised if we touched this upper channel or even go back low. It's a healthy pullback. And it did make sense to me that before the inauguration and the big tech earnings that we should get a shakeout and then move up. Okay. I still think that we could drop as far as 370, but then move against 392 one more time before we actually completely, collapse or get a big correction. So let's just take it one at a time. Let's do some math. Okay, let's do some math. What I'll do is just a very simple retracement. Okay, so we did touch almost the 50%. We could get as low as 371 area. That will be a very nice opportunity to get in and then go back up. So, but we did lose this support of 377.97, so basically 378 area. So just be cautious. Markets can pull back more, even go as low as the 50-day moving average. That's totally fine. We just need to pass all this volatility week of inauguration, big tech earnings, and then we'll see how the market settles. But I think VIX has more room to run, so expect SPY to come back down a little and then pick up things afterwards. Okay? What is next? Let's take a look. So I completely renewed my portfolio. I'm only 40% positioned, 60% cash, only 4 positions in options, and the rest are stocks, but very few starters. I didn't really go big on any name. So let's start with Apple, name that we own. Today we got in, posted it live on Twitter. So everything, if I do get in a position, not that I want you to get in with me, but I'll let you guys know if I do get in. It's my own investment, my due diligence and risk analysis. You do your own. By any means, my posts mean any trading advice or investment advices, okay? So right now, it seems like we're back in this wedge. Now, can we go down to 124? Yeah. Can we pick up and stay above 127.74? Yes. So that's why I've only started a position of, let me calculate what is the percentage. .6% of my portfolio is in Apple right now. It's a very small position. I could average it down if it comes back up. And I do have a 140 call for January 29th. That's just a lot of call for earnings in case if it does go up on this squeeze. Or even before earnings, if we do have a run up to even 135, I'll probably sell them and maybe make like 100%. But small, I only have one call, so like a joke position. It's not even like something to really consider. Just to leverage on that, 5% worth of account, it'll leverage it a little bit. I like to do that sometimes if I don't own too many shares and I think I'm expecting a small, like maybe a, reversal play, then I do like to leverage my account with a small call, okay? So on the other side, let's take a look at the internals. Internals are telling me on the daily that yes, we could see more downside. Stochastics still didn't recover. RSI is not good. So everything is just telling me that we could head low as 124. I did mention that we do have a trading range. So my trading range was between from 126 to 134s. So we're at that range, lower range right now. So I thought that it would be a good opportunity to build a position before the earnings. So next position I picked up was Snap. I just thought that I posted this, and I know that it still looks bearish on the daily. It's just that, again, a very small position. It is worth, same thing, 5% of my account, the position that I'm holding. We might even come down a little more, let's say to 48. But it doesn't matter. Here for the longer term, I'm expecting a bounce towards the $54 area. Okay. So 54, I'll keep this name till the earnings. And then we have here. Again, this is a purely reversal play. I could have just picked up a single call, but I don't want to, when I start doing all the calls and options and I get ahead of myself and I overbuy everything, and then I look at my portfolio and I have like 20 different option plays. So I don't want that to happen. Simply just picking up small positions, and if it drops to like 40s or even drops to fill this gap up to 29, then I won't be really hurt because it's only 5% of my portfolio. I'll sit and wait or average it down. Okay, so not a big deal in this case. But I just thought that it would be a very nice opportunity for a double bottom play and then just shoot up. And we'll see what happens, okay? So that's Snap. AMD was another position that I took, and I also posted it on, I might have forgotten to post some of my positions that I post the chart quickly. I don't really give reasoning. You can read the chart. I'm expecting you to read the chart in that case. But I just thought, again, touching the cloud was a good opportunity for AMD to get in. Worst case scenario here, what did I do here? Let me auto zoom. What is this extension? So this is some while back, but it's been a good extension. It's been bouncing on and off between the fibs. So when I catch a fib like that, I let it go and let it. So it's pretty accurate. You see this? It's pretty accurate. So we did break down, but I'm not scared because the cloud top did support. So a play of $100 area will be a very nice reversal. But again, we could then come down to always due diligence and risk analysis. I could very well expect the price to come down to 85, which is okay for me again, because I have a very small position of 6% of my account. Okay. Got in a little higher though, 88.64. I got in. So 88, as soon as it broke this 100% fib, I got in. but I think it pretty much went down a little further. It's 88.21 it closed, so it's okay, a couple cents, because it's only 6% of my portfolio. Again, one or two things will come up, I'll sell them, and I'll average down AMD. So it's no. You see how I'm defending myself now, because I'm not sure of how the market will react in February, March. So I'm just building small positions, small reversal plays. Can it go down like this and just like collapse and get a support at the bottom of the cloud? Yeah, sure. Why not, right? So I'm prepared for that. For Palantir, what happened was I went in blindly, and I kept averaging down, and I kept averaging down a lot, and then I finally got in positive, finished the entire trade with positive. I think not as much as I thought I would make, but it made me happy. At the end of the day, I sold it, and then got in and built small positions. So when there's a market uncertainty, I wanted to make sure that I'm protecting myself with a 60% cash. Tesla, I did get in this name. Only 3% of my portfolio value is on Tesla. I just thought that the 9-day moving average is a nice support right now, and I thought this was a good pennant play. Again, when I do see small setups, I like to take an advantage, but enough to hold the risk and pressure. So if I lose from this trade, I really don't care, because I know that it's not going to affect my portfolio. Okay? So again, another reversal. All day I bought reversal names, so I think that this could very well push up back towards the all-time highs, and I wouldn't be surprised if we test the 1,000 area. But again, we need to build the base, break out, and have a nice run. Okay, so that's Tesla. Again, not something that I put my entire portfolio here, but in a way, I did put like 3%. Okay. So let's delete this fib. I'm done with that fib. What I would draw, if we were to draw a retracement, if we were to draw an extension, I would do something like this. Okay. And because we guessed the last time we guessed this, I think we're going to hit somewhere around here. So what's unique with Tesla is that the inclusion of Tesla in SPY. So I don't know if we're going to get wild swings anymore, because it'll just move the market with itself. So we'll see what happens. But I believe 921 would be a good target here off of my low buy here. So pretty much bought it at the low, so that's okay. Another name here, again, I picked up Palantir under 26. Reason why I thought it was going to go down is because, see, it tested the level. It didn't get as much. It didn't hit the fib. But this time when it hit, I watched it very carefully, and I said I'm going to sell it right around, I sold it around 27.77 right here. So I just thought that this bottom of this candle was a good place to just sell it. And it probably touched the bottom of this candle, not exactly to the point, but it did. So I know it went and it saw 28, and that was where it topped. Finished the day with a reversal inverse hammer, and above the 20-day moving average. I think it is still above. No, 25.87. 25.87. Yeah, it did manage to stay above. So let's take a look at the weekly on this one, because the weekly looks very interesting. So if you do want to, where did it go? I think we just, let's zoom out a little. What did I do with this? I know exactly why. I hate Thinkorswim just auto-adjusting this thing. Okay, so the weekly, even though it was and I always say this, guys, when you see a breakout, don't chase it yet. Just don't chase the false break upwards. Let it come down and go for the second one. So I saw some other charts that people have been posting, and it seemed to me like a little joke, some of the bears on this name. So I would say if you were to do it on the weekly, of course the pennant will look a little different. Worst case, I'll probably double down my average around 23.50.41. Now I'm not saying it'll go there. I'm just saying I'm ready. This time I have more MO than I had on the first time that it was dropping. So we'll see what happens, but I'm more comfortable, I'm more relaxed than I was my original position. So let's see what happens. Okay, I am ready for these price actions. It's just that, can we see another false breakdown and then go back up, or can we just go break upwards and go up? So we'll watch that. Again, I have enough cash on the side, a lot more cash, and I'm comfortable with this name. Okay. All right, so Palantir is good. Blink was another reversal name that I got in. Okay, let's take a look at the daily. Reason why I got in this name, okay, I know it looks bearish right now, but this pitchfork bottom line had been a tremendous support lately. So even if it breaks down, I'm ready to buy this name at the 20-day moving average. If it falls below these candles, I'll sell it 42.31 with a small, again, not a lot of percentage on my account, another 5% worth of value on my account. I think I'm like, again, 40 some percent on the stocks, more than 50%, close to 60% on cash, so pretty comfortable at this point. So any kind of breakdowns on SPY or market collapse after inauguration, I'll wait patiently. I won't pitch in really fast, but I'm ready to play the game. Okay, so this is a nice reversal. I believe that we'll probably hit back around 55 level, and more bullish scenario will be $60. Let's see how that works. Okay? So again, if you're looking for the downside or averaging down, I believe that the stock can go as low as 44.44 and then pick up. And another thing here is that if it goes up from here, it can touch 55 and high as $60. Okay. Blink, done. So another name I have on my portfolio is Nio today. I added it. All of these, I've just added it today. Although everything looks bearish, like MACD is about to cross down, stochastics already crossing down, RSI is going down. That's fine because these are daily, right? If we were to do these swings, these are perfect position to start in. On the MACD is reversing, stochastic reversing, RSI is way oversold on the hourly. So I'm just expecting that bounce. So if the bounce comes in on Nio 55, we can see 59 and all the way up to 61. Okay. If we break downwards, 52, 52.92, and then 48.91. But again, here is the trick: is that you need to know how to play these reverses. Are you looking at the hourly? Are you looking at the 4 hours? So you need to know when to get in, when to get out. How much cash do you have? Are you emotionally tied to the stock? So those are all the questions that need to be asked. So bounce from here, we could very well hit this channel and it could be 59.4. So probably be a seller there. Again, Nio doesn't cover too much of my portfolio, nearly 5%. So all these 5%ers, if I add up, it's like 40-45%, position. IPOE, I kind of got this name. I just thought that this as soon as it broke out, I bought it. I think I finished the day even, or maybe a little less than where I bought it. But I just think that if it breaks out, it could see 23 and 24. I don't like to play specs, but I just thought technically on the hourly it looked pretty sweet. So when you see a support on the cloud and a breakout, and the 9-day moving average is pretty supportive at this point, it could shoot up to 23 or maybe 22. I'll be a seller there. Okay. So very short. I'd probably sell this on any up, 23 area, 22 area. I'll sell it. This was a very short-term swing trade, so I'm not going to even consider holding this for a longer time. If you're invested in it, I'm not saying anything. It's just that I don't usually do specs, so it's kind of like a first time for me. Corsair is another name, reversal name that I'm looking for, and we've been very bullish on this name. So finally the discount had come, and I said, why would I miss it? You know, again, look at the MACD on the hourly, the stochastics, RSI, everything is on the oversold condition. So why would I miss this opportunity? You know, I got in around right here. So around right, I don't know what it was, like 38 something, but 38.40, I don't know, 38.43, around there. But it doesn't matter because I'm not looking for a couple cents here and there, right? It could get as low as 36.42, and eventually the bottom of the cloud, 34.83. That's where I probably average down more. This is something that I'll hold for a longer term, and I was looking for that discount and I got it. I am kind of satisfied. So if we were to chart this out, let's take a look and chart this out for a trend, you know, draw a trend line here. Draw a trend line here. So here I'm waiting for this is the daily, by the way. Looking for a squeeze and then a breakout towards $45. Our target on this one was, here, let's draw this one. Our target on this one was actually much higher. Let me zoom out, auto zoom. Our target is, actually our target is 52. 45 is somewhere that I'm considering to sell because I think it might come down again. We wanted this flag to happen, but I didn't think that it was going to come down this hard. So I knew that it would come down, but it's just that the amount of percentage that it dropped, it kind of shocked me. This is a pretty supportive level, by the way, right here. And it touched it. So all of these plays that I'm getting, right, they could bounce straight up, okay, depending on how the market turns around. But this trend line is very obvious, okay. So top, support, resistance, support. It could be a support. If it falls down, it'll be the next resistance level, and the support would be 34. But we'll see. And this would be a pretty bearish move if it goes all the way here. That would be a triple bottom, and if that breaks down, then yeah, that would be bad for the stock. But I'm just hoping that it'll just, I just think that it's flagging to the next upside. Okay, that's Corsair. The call options I got in, Apple 140 calls on January 29th, just a very small, one tiny call. I'm not going to overload. Maybe if it drops down to like 30 cents, 20 cents, I might just load it up and think, what the hell, you know, YOLO call. Facebook, I did say it's bearish yesterday. I got on Facebook calls today. I like the support, and I think it's going to head towards 277 area. And on the earnings, so I bought it. I thought these were cheap. I got the February 19th 300 calls, thinking that if it hits 100%, that's 298, and they were pretty cheap. I think I got them around like $2. Yeah, I got it at $2.15. So I got them, only one actually, and we have a month out, so I thought the value was good. If this on the daily, if this MACD reverses and we get a nice and the earnings are on the 27th with Apple, so what the heck, you know, if Apple and Facebook goes up, and it's risky, I'm not suggesting you to do this, it's just I'm taking my risk because it's only like very small amount of my portfolio at this point, not even 0.5%. I mean, $200, I can risk it to the upside, because if it does go up, so if it goes up on the earnings, if it goes up to $300, let's say, so it is 250, you're asking $50 up move. Let's see how much that is. That's a 20% move. It is huge, but I don't care because I'm month out. Even if it's 277, I think I'll be up like 100, 200% on those. Okay. And who knows if it does, and on the daily, it is bearish, by the way. I'm bearish on the stock. I'm just doing a contrarian play. Okay. So if the earnings change out the direction, that would be huge for me. Okay. And the last stock we'll go over to, no, actually it's the second to last is Twitter. I'm not sure if I went over Twitter today, but I might have done, I forgot if I did Twitter in the beginning of the video, so I'm just going to do it again. I did play this Twitter name. I posted it on Twitter. I think it's a good cloud support, and this thing has been beaten down so much. It was a nice flag, and I was bullish on Twitter until all the Trump news came out and the ban. I was like, I'm getting out. So I was not in the name. I said, screw it. And not that I support Trump. I just thought that the stock will break down because of it. I'm not for or I don't support any political parties. I'm not a political person. So I don't really care. But the thing was that Twitter, on the investment side of things, Twitter was going to get affected. I knew that Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, they're going to get beaten down for that. And they did. So I just thought that, hey, it's a good area. Even if it fills the gap, I'm in for 45.5 calls, 45.5. So 45.5 calls on the next week. So weekly expiration here on the January 22nd. Just bought one single call for, I don't know how much I got it for. $98. No, not 98. I got it for $145. So I'm down 47 bucks on that, 32%. If it goes to like 30 cents or something, I'll buy more because I only have a single call. Who cares? I just thought that like it would make sense if it just shoots up to like 47 or even 49 area. Those calls will pick up huge. And we'll see how that goes. So again, just a small one single call. It doesn't hurt. I'm just looking for that reversal. Because if I do buy this 5%, I only buy common shares if I think I'm going to hold the name long term and keep on averaging, and I'm fine with it. But Apple and Facebook, these are just earning plays. Took my own risk. Uber, definitely so the last name I have called on Uber, the $60 calls. Because we've been spot on with Uber, I said, what the heck, let me just try one single call. Got in at 214, so it's finished the day 223. I don't really care about a couple of bucks here and there, but I just want to test out to see if this plays out, because we did say it'll come down to this yellow box, so it did. And I said I'll just stick on with my plan and go for the $60 target. However, my Uber calls are February expiration, monthly expiration 2/19, Feb 19. So it'll cover the earnings. So I'm just going to risk it and wait till the earnings. And if it does go up to 64, we'll make money on them. Okay. And I remember we set up this alert 54.90. I said we're getting close to it. We were on the 20 MA underneath it. I said I'm not going to wait for the alert. I just triggered my call option. So those are all my plays today. So all of them I just did today. Every single name that I called, I did it today, and I pointed out the spots that I picked and exactly why. I don't expect you to do the same things. I just like to see how, I just like to explain how I read the charts today. Sure, it would have come down more. Yeah, Uber can come down to 53.6. That's fine because I only have one single call. I can just buy another call half the price and just stick with it till the end of Feb 19. So that's it, guys. Have a wonderful week. We finished the week with a pretty good run this week. Finished the week with a 26.5% gain. We are back to overall highs on the 3 months since we've started this. So let me get back to this. So when we started, so sometime back here, it was 10K. Because I had this huge crash somewhere around here, I decided to add 4K more, so for almost 5K. So our beginning point, instead of 10K, now this spot is like 15K. Okay, so we went up pretty hard, then crashed down to almost 0% profit. So, and then we just came back all-time high. Because the stupid Robinhood thing will not really point out exactly, but I know where I am. So we're back to all-time highs. That's when you have a diamond hand right here. Okay. You need to know, you need to handle the psychology, and You need to know how to average down, when to average down, how much cash you have, and then that's how you recover back. That was a simple losing psychology and picked up. Now my fault would have been that actually this doesn't really show, but at the peak of this day right here, I was here. I didn't sell it. It was a mistake. So that day we finished back here. So over here to over here, it's almost 5K. On top of that, I lost 4K the next day. So that's totaling up to 9K. So if I had sold everything top here, and then I know that, I can buy Palantir back, boom, extra 9K. So this thing would have been off the chart. Or here, this could have been off the chart. So some of these swing things trades, I am still long Palantir. It's just that I'm not long the market right now, so I had to decrease my risk because I was in Palantir, all my money plus the margin, and that's how I recovered actually. So things have gone good this week. So all of this move was done. So somewhere here this week. So pat on the back. I hope we'll go ahead and break the all-time highs of the 3 months that we started. Okay, so that's all. Good luck with trading. Be careful, as I said. Expect a lot of volatility. Inauguration day, tech earnings. Just know what you're doing and risk as much as you're willing to lose. Okay, have a nice day, guys.